Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Hello and welcome, everyone, live from our virtual broadcast studios with the Real News Communications Network. I am so excited to welcome you guys into a special edition of what we've been up to. So I would be remiss if I didn't welcome in my co-host, Josh Hart. Where's the
hello? Yeah, hello, welcome everyone. I want to be the big picture first, and then we could scale down to scale back down to you as well.
Oh, this is so much fun. Well, thank you so much because we have been experimenting all along the way with this COVID-19 shelter in place, haven't we?
We have been. We've been trying different things out, looking forward to seeing kind of how this whole thing plays out.
It does, and we have an exciting edition this show today. We are going to be show and telling what we have going on. We're going to talk about lighting and sound and kind of the best practices. We'll introduce some of our producers. Of course, you've missed their faces with RNCN, so we'll be welcoming them in. And we're going to catch up with some of our hosts here with the Real News Communications Network. We're going to catch up with Rachel Gaffney. Hopefully, we'll get a hold of Jeff Crilly, my dad, with the host of the Jeff Crilly Show. He has been on a tear, by the way, Josh. He's been doing up to 3 shows a day. So I hope that we'll be able to have him fit us into his busy schedule. And then I believe that hopefully here we'll be able to talk with Community Cocktails with Kimberly, and then perhaps a special edition phone guest. And I'm just so excited to kick us off with drum roll, please. Where are these special effects, Josh?
I don't have a drum roll. I just have an applause.
Cheers, Ashley. Ashley, good as welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hey, hello. Oh my gosh, I miss you so much. I know we could talk all day long. We do our Zoom calls in the morning as a team. So we have our internal meetings in our afternoons, and then you guys are off to the races with clients throughout the day. But I thought we'd do some show and tell. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so first of all, when we started broadcasting from home, the most important was to get into internet. Okay, we can't do this without the internet. So I know that Josh has actually been, I don't know if you can kind of patent your product here with what you figured out with the internet, but also lighting, the sound, the equipment. We've been experimenting with equipment. I have to say, out of all the things that we've been experimenting with Amazon purchases and all the things that get delivered, I love my pink microphone. I'm wondering what the sound quality sounds on this new streaming software that we're trying. But what do you guys think? Here's
the pink microphone's good. It's not framed up though. So see, I have us in a shot right now. It needs to be
framing. We need to get into framing. So here, what do you think?
There, better.
Yeah.
Better.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the lighting. So I'm going to show you guys. This is a ring light, which, I was a little worried about. Some of these ring lights are really harsh. So it kind of depends on if you have some natural light pouring in, matched with the ring light. It's either very flattering or it looks like Josh's light there. Let's see your harsh light that you were showing.
Oh, yeah,
not the current.
Light.
The current
I brought a spotlight in, and then it really kind of blows you out a little bit. Yeah, it's a little aggressive. But I had to turn it off. But yeah, I think if you had that up high enough, I think it would look good. But as of right now, it's just too aggressive.
And then Ashley has beautiful natural lighting. And so I like that view as well. It's just very, kind of clean and really brightens your whole face. But I'd love to see, Ashley, can you pull in another lighting option? Do you have anything over there?
I actually don't at the moment. I have an overhead light on and then another light on.
Yes, you do. Turn off the overhead. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, the sound effects, Josh. You are just on it today. There you go. Okay, so this is no overhead.
Right.
Overhead off. Okay, got it. Okay, what do you think, Josh?
I think so for me, I have the on purpose shadow look going. Like it's the more light here, but less, but you can still see. I'm seeing a lot of dark shadows around her face.
Yeah.
I think the overhead light actually helps her more than it hurts her.
What do you think about battle of the microphones? Josh has a headset microphone. That's like what all the sports and gaming people use.
Yep. I'm in the trenches here with this microphone. I could pull over my other mic I have. My son took it to go play a game he was playing, but he left me the cord. But I could have that mic going on. Also, I have a lapel mic as an option. So I have multiple mics to try.
So awesome. I mean, I think for all of our producers to be able to have the ability to have their hands free and be able to engage with the show, to have that microphone right up to your mouth so you're able to talk and navigate through and, push all the buttons there from home. Oh my gosh, we need to show off our studios, because I think what we were doing earlier is we were show prepping for this. I was like, I would love to pretend like we're in our studios. What does Josh have teed up for us here?
So this is the lavalier microphone that I have. So I have this mic turned off. You can see it sounds a little bit more hollow. So it's important to try out. So the mic that you have works and sounds great. I liked the up close of having this one on instead.
So can you show us the lav with our picture of our Oprah studio? Let's kind of match that.
The law with a picture of our Oprah studio. You're now putting me on the spot. Let's see. So I have this as a backdrop, but I have to take.
How do you make us smaller? How cool is this, Ashley?
So cool. I love this.
So Josh has his headset microphone there, but we do in this studio with Real News Communications Network, when we get back in there, we're just trying to get back in our studios. But for temporary, here we are with show and tell with you guys. But all of our hosts will be mic'd up with a lapel microphone that are broadcast quality, and they're fantastic. They have the freedom to be able to move their hands, and they're able to, sip their coffee and really enjoy that Oprah studio. Yes. Love that.
So.
And then how do you make us on the screen, since we are practicing here, where we can see the whole Oprah studio? Now, I guess we would say this is Oprah-inspired studio. This is our affectionate title for our studio.
If I take us off one by one, so if I take Ashley off, then you can't hear her any longer. If I take you off, then you can't hear you any longer. And if I take you couldn't hear anyone, but you can see the set in full. So we're trying to figure out a way to get the better overlay of having all three of us together in the same set.
Very cool, though. Okay, we've got Rachel Gaffney, who says she is streaming. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, guys. How are you? I miss you all.
I miss you, too. So you dropped in the comments the echo's bad. Is it my microphone or Josh's microphone? It's probably mine.
I don't know what it is. There's just I had two questions for you. One was, is this streaming anywhere now, or is it just the four of us?
No,
we're on
on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
Okay, so I have to mind my manners then. So that answers that question. I'll be nice to you all. The second one is the echo. Sometimes when I don't know what's happening, but you'll be talking, and I don't know whether it's the transitioning over to the next person or what, but I'm getting people's voices coming back at me sometimes.
Love it. Well, how about this, Josh? If you kill my view, I'll go on.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I let you finish your instructions. I just
it's fine. It's fine. No, thanks, Rachel, because we'll take a look at that. That's what this is all about.
So, Sarah, you broke up a few times while you were talking. You just went like you're underwater for me. So I didn't hear what you said properly.
That was my fault, Rachel. I pulled her camera off. So when I do that, her mic goes dead. So that's entirely my fault.
Okay. And now I can hear you echoing like you're in a big hall when you were saying that.
Well, I can get a lot closer.
I wonder if it's for everybody viewing or if it's Rachel's computer. Who knows? Are you on an iPad?
But when Josh put his mic up, that was his Barry White voice there. That was great.
Yeah. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the show. Welcome.
Hello, ladies.
It's the COVID beard and the low voice. I mean, I could pull it off.
1-700 Josh.
So, Sarah, I'm going to take you out of the stream. Let Ashley and Rachel chat, and then you can watch and see how it looks.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I know we've been kind of going back and forth trying to, figure things out for your show. We're going to start that up here soon. Tell us kind of what you've been doing since we had the stay-at-home order and how you've been keeping, busy during this time.
Okay, well, I'm going to try not bore people to death because I've been on some of these over the last few weeks where everybody's telling me what they're doing, what they're not doing. You're all reading the jokes and seeing the memes and hearing the jokes. And, 1 minute, I love my favorite one actually I saw not so long ago, which really encapsulates me and probably everybody else, which is, you wake up and I think I'm going to take the bull by the horns. I'm going to have a productive day. I'm going to do a walking and then the others, I just want to put my face flat on the table and lay there for 8 hours. So So I think we're all in that up and down roller coaster mood thing. But for me, with my business, as you know, you, Ashley, know, and not, but if anybody who's watching, is primarily travel. So Rachel Gaffney's Real Ireland. And a lot of people have cancelled their trips, sadly, and understandably. But the way I feel about this is, as much as it hurts me financially, it's not going to be forever. This too shall pass. So people will be traveling eventually. So what I feel like I need to do is plow the field right now. I need to just keep being out there plowing the field, because when people go to travel and when they plan on traveling, they're going to be looking for content. So that's what I'm doing right now. So what we're working on right now, Ashley, is you and I, we've been working on putting together a show for our podcast for next Wednesday, April, is that 22nd? 1 p.m. Central Time to 1:30 p.m. Central Time. And I'm working on a show on County Wexford. So I'm going to take people to visit County Wexford. Wexford is the sunny southeast coast of Ireland. And this technology is great because we are doing a call on Monday scheduled with Dunbrody House. Dunbrody House is a Georgian property in County Wexford. Chef Kevin Dundon and his wife run this property, and we will be talking with them, preparing the interview. And I don't want to just do an interview that's live chat of what are you doing in Dunbrody House for Wednesday. I want an interview with them, but I also want video and footage and photographs and all sorts of bits and pieces to put together for Wednesday, so that it's something interesting. Because honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting tired about hearing about what you're doing in your house while you're quarantining. It gets a little boring. I want to talk about what we are going to do. I mean, I look at these wide open spaces and mountains and national parks, and I just picture myself like Julie Andrews running through the hills. That's me. I want to be.
Oh, I love it. Speaking of picturing what we will be doing, let's show a picture of Rachel's studio that she has been broadcasting from, and where we will be back sooner than later. And then, Rachel, we're going to walk through some lighting for you, and perhaps we could move you. What device are you showing from here with us?
So right now I'm just sitting by my laptop.
Okay. Can you move your laptop into the kitchen? Can we see some lighting if you move into the kitchen for us? Oh, there's your studio. Do you see the background? Oh.
No, I can see a shelf.
The shelf is the image. Maybe kill my, yep.
Oh,
one more.
Oh, because we're in the screen, so we don't see it. Unless we kill all of us for just a nanosecond. Ah, look, it looks very lonely.
It needs you back in there.
I need to misses you, Rachel. No, let's see.
I know, we're all missing out a lot.
Let's play with Rachel's lighting here. If you look a little dark on my screen, I can't quite see your beautiful face.
Oh, great. My kitchen's a mess, but okay. It's very dark in my house right now. It looks as though it's going to rain or something. So everywhere I go, that's where I was looking for spots. But here we go.
Here we go. That's okay, Rachel. Your kitchen messy is the equivalent of my my clean kitchen, I can assure you.
Right now we're talking about lighting.
And I have to be careful because, they say about, business on the top when you're doing Skype. I don't have my pajamas.
There we go. There she is. So Rachel's been busy cooking, and I had the opportunity with my son, Caleb. We have been so excited for these bake-alongs, Rachel. Tell us what you have coming up. I know we were talking about a special cake.
Can you hear?
Yeah, much better.
I don't like that big light though above my head. That's what bothers me.
You can get some of those giant cookbooks you have and just stack them up so your camera's a little higher and it doesn't get that light.
Like this?
Yeah, but now point your lens back down. There you go.
There. Well.
Boom.
And she was doing her show from her iPad that I thought was working pretty well for the show and tell.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, when I did my cooking one, I used this, but I put it. I have my iPhone on a tripod when I do the streaming.
Oh, that's right.
So, but that's different. That's for the Facebook Live as opposed to the podcast.
The bake-alongs, yeah.
So I'm doing a bake-along next week. So we've got two things coming up. Ashley and I are busy working on our show on County Wexford, Dunbrody House and Chef Kevin Dundon, which will be Wednesday. And hopefully we'll have links up to that. And then we will have, on Thursday, I'm doing lemon drizzle cake.
Oh, I'm so excited for the lemon drizzle. I've never made a lemon drizzle cake. I actually have never made cake, actually.
You've never made a cake?
I don't think I can say I've made a lot of cupcakes. I made cupcakes. Does that count? No? It's
like
kind of. No, I've never actually made like a cake. No, I've made pies.
Pie's not cake.
Okay, we're gonna do a lemon drizzle loaf.
Fantastic. See, Rachel's saving me. Now I know how to bake thanks to you. Truly.
And if you have it for this recipe, it's I posted, scheduled it on Facebook Live. So it's already up there showing what you need to do this with me, to do a bake along. But it's lemon and thyme. So I don't know if you've ever done a cake with some fresh thyme. It doesn't have it. You don't need it, but it's up there for optional. So I'm doing a lemon drizzle loaf. And so it'll be a 9-inch loaf pan. It's the sort of thing afterwards that you can slice, and it's got this gorgeous, it's not hugely sweet, but it does have a tangy, lemony drizzle that'll go on the cake as soon as it comes out in the oven, and it'll be hot and crunchy and all sorts of lovely things.
Oh, I'm even more hungry since it's lunchtime. Rachel, where can we find those ingredients again? Is that the recipe on your...
Right now, the recipe with the ingredients is posted on my Facebook page.
Rachel Gaffney's Real Island. Yep.
And I scheduled a Facebook Live for the Thursday, April the 23rd from 1:30 to 2 p.m., I think it is. I need to kind of double check that if anybody can see on my Facebook page, but it's up there. It says what you will need, and you can do a live bake along with me.
Josh, can you pull up her Facebook page for us?
I am trying to do that right now, as a matter of fact.
Very cool.
While you're doing that, Ashley and I were talking, scheduling this interview with Chef Kevin Dundon. Kevin, by the way, hosts. Oh no! I'm glad this is live. I'm glad we're all.
Rachel, see, the cookbooks was not a great option for her to balance on, Josh. So we will take the hit for that.
I have my own tripod when I do the cooking with the camera on it, and it's stable, and that's it. So I know that today is just a test for this streaming platform, for this live streaming platform. So we can be forgiven for this, and other people are learning tips, right?
Yes, they are. And, we have a live comment here. Brian Glenn says, you guys rock. Brian Glenn. It's so good to see you. Well, see you on the comments. We're going to need to stream in Brian Glenn today then. We're going to put him on the spot. Brian, when you are free, we are going to interview you.
I can hit this, and it shows Brian's comment down below.
Hello, Brian. Cool. Brian is from Fox, right down in Waco, Texas. Hi, sending lots of love to Waco. Can I ask you guys a quick comment or question? So about tips for all these calls with Zoom and everything, which I need to practice on too. So they say that, because I have a habit of looking at the people on the screen, and aren't we supposed to, isn't there a difference? So here I am looking at the screen, and here I am looking at the camera.
Yes, this is a big deal. You need to look right into the viewfinder, and then you're talking right to us. And then maybe if you're eye level, you can kind of glance down just to see what Josh is going to tease up to the screen there. He's going to do a show and tell, but definitely always look right into your viewfinder. I'll show you the difference. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Sarah Crilly, and I am doing a little test here now, looking at myself and looking right into the camera. Can you see a difference? Oh, and it probably doesn't help that I've got my glasses on.
Yes, no, you do glasses on.
What do you think? Do you see a difference? Now on my camera, I see a green light, so that's how I'm able to see the top of my screen where I know that the camera is. Now I'm holding it, so it might be a little wobbly. I'm not going to drop my laptop, but that has happened to me as well, Rachel. I'm so sorry. But yes, definitely always looking right into your viewfinder or your camera. Now, some webcams, if you're purchasing them on Amazon, we have a couple of recommendations that will ship to your house pretty quickly. They have their own little tripod, so you would actually be able to look right into the camera that would be separate, or they can, squish right onto the top of your screen too. But I'll show you guys some, show and tell of that at some point if you want.
Is it? Surely it'll only be another few weeks. So I don't know how badly I want to get into this. I'd rather continue having you guys do all my work than start doing it. Can I just tell you, was one thing I started to tell you, and I think this is important. So when Ashley and I speak to Kevin Dundon on Monday from Ireland, when we interview him, Kevin hosts a show on PBS as well over here. And I don't know if you know the channels. Have you ever heard of Create TV?
Create TV? No, I haven't.
Create, Create. That's one of the channels, you know, you got HBO and Showtime. Create,
Yes.
Food Network and Recipe Create. And on PBS, Kevin hosts one called Modern Irish Cooking or Modern Irish Food. Kevin Dundon, Kevin. Now, they did send me a few videos of him doing these. He's got numerous cookbooks. He hosts a lot of TV shows in Ireland and England. And like I said, on PBS. So we'll be interviewing him and doing this about Wexford. But here's something interesting that I'm working on for Wexford. So Wexford was one of the origins. The reason the place that he owns, by the way, is called Dunbrody House. There's a very famous ship that came from Wexford called the Dunbrody Famine Ship, sadly. And it was built in Canada in the 1840s. And actually, you talk about pivoting for business. This is very appropriate. So this ship was actually built as a cargo ship to import cotton and wood and all those things. 1845, the ship was ready, was sent to Ireland for this family in Wexford. 1845, the potato famine hit Ireland. Nobody was importing, nobody was buying, people were dying and people were leaving Ireland. Where were they going? They were going to the United States. There was a massive demand for transport to the United States. So what did the owners of the Dunbrody ship do? They had to pivot quickly. They could no longer import or export. So they pulled everything out and fitted the entire ship with bunks. And that became a very, very famous famine ship. So from 1845 to 1851, thousands of people were sent to the United States, to North America and Canada. And so Dunbrody House is the house. And so there's a whole story behind it. So those are the owners of this property that we're talking about for next week.
Oh, fantastic. This will definitely be a can't miss. So make sure that you tune in to Rachel Gaffney's Real Ireland next week. And what an amazing interview that's going to be coming up. I just really can't wait for that. And your bake along.
Yes. So 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday at 1 p.m. to 1:30 on Facebook Live, and Thursday from 1:30 to 2 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel. We will see you next week. Hugs and kisses. And we will be back here in just a little bit. We're going to leave you guys with some of my tips for best practices for on camera when you are doing this, broadcasting from home. I know that we've had a lot of requests for, how does this work? What is some do's and don'ts? And we have a ton for you. So bear with me. I did very quickly put that video together for you guys, but that was just as training purposes. So go ahead and take a look, and we will be back here shortly with Community Cocktails with Kimberly. We're going to catch up with Kimberly Woodard and see what she's been up to. Stay tuned. Network time. This is to make sure that you have the